Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes life feels like a battlefield. Pressures from work, family, society, and our own restless mind pulling us in every direction. The Bhagavad Gita, yes, the one right in front of my hands here. The Bhagavad Gita whispers timeless truths that cut through all of these noises. So here are some timeless and eternal lessons that I have learned from this book, the Bhagavad Gita, that I would like to share with you. Although I have marked some of these pages here, but I also have memorized all of these verses. And I've even taken off my shoes. This is the level of respect I have for this book. So it begins with a call to action in chapter 2, verse 47. It goes like, "You have the right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty." This is chapter 2, verse 47. In simpler words, it means do your work, give your best, but do not chain your peace of mind to the outcomes that you cannot control. And then Lord Krishna goes further deeper into the explanation in the very following verse, which is chapter 2, verse 48. "Perform your duties equipoised, O Arjuna, abandoning all the attachment to success or failure. Such equanimity is called yoga." In other words, the true strength is balance, the ability to stand steady whether life crowns you or crushes you. But what drags us from this balance, ladies and gentlemen? It's desire and attachment. Lord Krishna, in fact, warns us in chapter 2, verse 62 and 63. While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from attachment, lust develops, and from lust, anger arises. From anger, complete delusion arises, and from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down onto the material pool, which in simpler words means clinging to possessions, cravings, and statuses does not free us. It in fact does the other way around. It destroys us from within. It entraps us. And when doubt arises, when fear whispers that you cannot, you are weak, Lord Krishna's voice cuts through the fog in chapter 4, verse 42. "Therefore the doubts which you have arisen in your heart out of ignorance should be slashed by the weapon of knowledge. Armed with yoga, O Bharata, stand and fight." That's chapter 4, verse 42, which means, its simple explanation is that you do not wait for certainty. Clarity is born in action and not in hesitation. But yet the greatest battle is not fought outside, it is fought inside. And hence Lord Krishna reminds us in chapter 6, verse 6. "For him who has conquered the mind is the best friend. And for one who has failed to do so, the mind will remain the greatest enemy." Meaning, your mind can be your ally or your enemy. Master it or be mastered by it. But how do we rise above our selfishness? Well, through service. Lord Krishna says in chapter 9, verse 27, "Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, whatever you give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me," which states that even ordinary actions become sacred when done selflessly. And finally, Lord Krishna reveals the essence of a true devotee in chapter 12, verses 13 and 14. "The one who is not envious, but is kind and a friend of all living entities, the one who does not think for himself as a proprietor, who is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, forgiving and ever content, such a devotee of mine is dear to me." That is, compassion, humility, and forgiveness. These are not weaknesses, but the highest of the human strengths. In the end, the Bhagavad Gita doesn't ask us to be saints or philosophers. It asks us to be fully human, courageous in duty, balanced in heart, steady in mind, free from greed, compassionate in services, and fearless in the face of doubt. Bhagavad Gita and these life lessons, if we follow diligently, we can become more than just mere human. So this is it in this video lecture. I hope you like this lecture. For more such lectures, please do follow our YouTube channel, Vaps Talk. For now, I'm signing off. My name is Dr. Ruben Singh. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.